When thousands of European travelers touch down in the United States for an event like the World Cup, they often arrive with specific expectations. They've read the international headlines, which regularly describe a nation that is fractured, hostile, and in a state of active decline. These visitors were told to prepare for the worst. A British filmmaker was warned his 2-month tour of host cities would end in disaster due to social divisions. An Australian visitor arriving in Florida admitted he expected to find crumbling infrastructure and a society in a total state of breakdown. Reality looks different the moment they step outside the terminal. This Boston skyline reflects the functioning, prosperous scale of the cities they encountered. This creates a massive gap between the pessimistic headlines and the physical reality of the country. If the global media narrative is consistently negative, how does the actual operating system of American culture function on the ground? The shift in perspective begins with the smallest unit of society: unprompted interactions with strangers. In many European countries, the social baseline is built on privacy. Talking to a stranger without a specific reason is often viewed as invasive. A Finnish traveler was surprised by how often local shopkeepers called her sweetheart or honey. Back home, that would feel like an overstep. Here, it is the standard greeting. Foreign visitors face a high volume of positive data points daily. Clerks welcome them, drivers wave, and simple politeness is standard. This is a mechanical cultural feature where the default social setting is outward warmth rather than guarded skepticism. This pattern of behavior scales up quickly, moving from simple greetings to tangible investments made by Americans in people they have never met before. One Irish couple stopped at a local diner in Alabama, expecting nothing more than a quick meal. They were left speechless when a local resident quietly paid their entire bill and left before they could even say thank you. In Texas, a British visitor walked into a bar she found slightly intimidating. Within minutes, a local man struck up a conversation and handed her a heavy police pin from his own pocket as a gift, simply because she was a guest in his city. This can be defined as a social capital economy. In this system, providing for or welcoming an outsider is an active cultural reflex. There is no expectation of a transactional return. This specific economy of generosity overrides the traveler's defensive expectations, providing a local reality that contradicts the negative headlines they arrived with. The physical built environment of the country is designed to match this high-energy social behavior. Look at this vibrant Nashville street at night. It is an environment engineered specifically for scale and public interaction. Visitors often compare their home sports arenas to American stadiums like this one. They find themselves standing under massive retractable roofs and looking at over-engineered facilities designed for tens of thousands of people. Then there is the hyper-scaled Texas gas station. To a European, a place like Buc-ee's is an infrastructural anomaly that defies their logic of what a simple convenience stop should be. These buildings are the length of football fields, featuring spotless bathrooms with electronic occupancy lights and massive walls of merchandise. This extreme infrastructure is not just a result of consumerism. It represents a cultural engineering standard focused on providing maximum abundance and seamless convenience to the public. Both the social interactions and the physical infrastructure operate on the same principle. They are built to over-deliver on the expected baseline. Beyond the visual beauty of the landscape, an extended stay in this environment often leads to a shift in how visitors view themselves. One French woman explained that in the US, she felt she could finally breathe. Back home, she felt constant pressure to conform to specific social boxes and judgment from others. In America, she found she could express herself and move through public spaces without the same feeling of competition or scrutiny. This sense of inclusion is what led one visitor to memorize the preamble to the Constitution shown here. She no longer felt like she was in someone else's country. The environment had become her own. This capacity to rapidly make outsiders feel like they belong is a defining characteristic of the American experience. It turns a foreign vacation into a sense of home. The global media narrative sold a ledger of hostility, but ground-level reality delivered a system defined by connection and abundance. Looking past headlines to observe how a complex system actually functions gives you a significant advantage. This type of analysis is how you navigate a world of noisy information to find the actual facts. If you enjoy research-driven, trustworthy videos about credit cards, credit scores, banking, digital security, and personal finance that go beyond simple tips to explain how the system really works, be sure to subscribe to Credit IQ. On this channel, we break down how the US credit system works, how to build and improve your credit score, how to use credit cards the right way, how to protect yourself from scams and fraud, and the financial strategies that banks don't always explain in a way that's easy to understand. Managing your credit and finances wisely is as important as the total amount you earn. So subscribe to Credit IQ today and take your financial knowledge to the next level.